This is the C14 handheld 14-inch concrete saw. It's specifically designed for fast and accurate cutting of concrete, masonry, stone, wet or dry. It's fully compatible with European Union CE, CB, EMC, and North American CSA standards. It achieves 125 millimeter or 5-inch depth of cut. The 2800 watt high efficiency motor provides plenty of power for fast cutting and has full electronic overload and thermal protection. The load warning lamp alerts the operator to load conditions. The balanced ergonomic chainsaw style handles allow optimum control, versatility, and visibility of the cut. The switch is the lock-off type. We've used magnesium alloy for the blade guard and gear case for maximum strength and minimum weight. The blade guard has tool-free angle adjustment. The spindle lock makes blade changes easy, and the brushes are externally accessible under these covers. The unique guide rollers allow smooth, controlled cutting and keep the blade perpendicular to the workpiece, and give you a fulcrum point for best leverage. This gives you much better balance and adds to safety when making a high vertical cut. If they aren't needed, they can be removed with the tool-free butterfly bolt. There's an integrated water feed system for wet cutting with a fine adjustable valve and quick release coupling. The sleeve prevents the tube from kinking, and the clips keep the tube and cable together. The PRCD interrupter is standard equipment. The spring-loaded splash guard follows the contour of the work surface and helps with dust and slurry containment. It has a rounded rear edge to avoid catching when cutting in the backward direction. And there's a clip to fix it in the upward position if needed. And it's tool-free removable. The brush acts as the first barrier in slurry and dust containment and is quick removable for cleaning and replacement. There's a vacuum port with a cap for attaching a vacuum cleaner such as the D25 to collect dust and slurry. And it swivels. The blade rotates clockwise so it assists you when cutting in the forward direction. Truly a versatile and powerful concrete saw. Mount the diamond blade. Never use abrasive wheels with this machine. Always check the blade for warpage, missing segments, glazed or worn out segments, or other damage. A damaged blade will result in poor cutting performance, vibration, or damage to the motor. Mount the inner flange with the shoulder facing up. Look at the arrow on the blade and make sure it matches the arrow on the blade guard. Mount the outer flange with the concave side toward the blade and add the screw and washers. Press the spindle lock and tighten with the M17 wrench. Connect to the water supply. Energize the PRCD by pressing reset. And always check for proper function by pressing the test button. If it shuts off, then it's working. Energize. Avoid the front quadrant of the blade when cutting, as it could lead to kickback. Adjust the water feed and allow the blade to reach full speed before beginning. In addition to the C14, we also have the C16, which is a 16-inch saw. The larger blade gives more cutting capacity for a full 150 or 6 inches depth of cut. The motor is more powerful at 3200 watts with lower RPM. The unique feature of the C16 model is the optional quick convertible flush cutting function with 3 toggle lever latches. Once the saw is set up for flush cutting with the optional flush cut flange, it takes just seconds to convert between standard and flush cutting and back again. To mount the flange, first remove the standard flanges. Remove the water tube from the nozzle on the outer cover and mount it on the alternate water nozzle. Open the 3 toggle lever latches and lift the cover. Mount the flush cut flange. Remove the flathead screws. Mount the blade